Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
please give me a Lipse Plus syrup.
Sure, sir. Here it is.
No, not this one. This is not original. I want original Lipse Plus syrup by 360 Organic.
Okay.
Do not take or let others to take duplicate Lipse Plus syrup. Ask your chemist for original Lipse Plus syrup from 360 Organic, which is made from 21 vital Ayurvedic medicinal plants extracts. FDA approved Lipse Plus syrup from 360 Organic.
Briefing you on the subject of the dark era of erratic electricity supply and perpetual load shedding in our state, that is Nagaland. We have been observing, and we have been in fact victims in the last many years, that with each passing year the situation of the electricity supply in our state has been going from bad to worse. And this, while the electricity tariff that the people of Nagaland, that the consumers of Nagaland, is one of the highest in the country. The rates as of now at present ranges from rupees 4.5 to rupees 7 per kilowatt hour across different categories. Now 4.5 to 7 rupees per kilowatt hour. Now this, as we all know, in a society, electricity is a very basic requirement. It's not like we are asking for state of the art infrastructure. It's not like we are asking for expressways. It's not like we are asking for an expedition to Mars. Electricity is a very basic requirement, and it's very sad that even that the government can provide us. Now, apart from the inconvenience that we face at homes, the inconvenience, the problems that the students face because of these very constant power cuts, and the problems faced by our homemakers, these erratic power supply and load sheddings also affect the growth and functioning of our whatever industries that we have. Industries in the sense that cottage industries, enterprises, shops, malls, fabrication plants, etc. and etc. Now, and especially in a state, in the district of Dimapur, the city of Dimapur, which is supposed to be the commercial hub, ironically, the power supply is the worst in Dimapur. Now, how do you expect commerce, enterprises to grow when there is no electricity? I have personally seen and experienced our youngsters who are very enterprising, closing their shops, steel fabrication plants, furniture plants. Not because they do not have demand, they have the demand, but because of lack of electricity, they cannot do their work. And if they hire generators or buy generators and use it as backup, they end up paying thousands and even lakhs per month. So how will their businesses grow? Now, the question of the Congress party to the government of the day, and I'm very sure that this is a question that all of the citizens of Nagaland would want to ask the government of the day is, what exactly is the problem? Why are we not getting sufficient, steady supply of electricity? Why can't we put up power plants, whether it's hydroelectric plants, thermal power plants, solar power plants, why are we not able to put up or increase the capacity of our generation? Number two, is there no power plant in the whole of the country that is willing to sell us electricity? Even if we can't put up plants, at least we can buy. Why are we not doing that? Or is it the problem of the consumers? Are the consumers not paying the bills? What is the problem? This is a very important question, and the government needs to answer this clearly. Thank you.
Thankfully, we have a power minister from Dimapur, and as we all can see that we don't have power at this moment, and this is the evidence that our supply is so bad. We used to conduct press briefing now and then, almost every day, but most of the time we see there is no power during the press briefings. That shows that the irregular power supply. I don't know why the government cannot provide a stable power supply. We have um, two hydropower projects in Nagaland. One is Likimro, and the other one is Doyan. Doyan were generating around 75 megawatts, and Likimro it is generating around 24 megawatts. But we all can see that Dimapur being a commercial hub, like he mentioned, but we have the worst power supply. I think the government should look into the problem we are facing, especially the business communities, spending thousands of money every week for the generator to run the business. How do we expect our state to grow without a regular power supply? We have been having unemployment issues for the past several years. The government cannot accommodate all the educated unemployed youth in the government departments. We need to have industries. We need to have investors coming from different parts of the country as well as from the foreign countries. We need multinational companies, but they will never come if we don't have a proper infrastructure starting from the road to power. Once we are voted to power, we can assure you that the Congress party will provide a stable power supply to all the districts of Nagaland. Now, whom do we blame for this irregular power supply? Should we blame the government, ourselves, the voters? We have been voting for Nipuro government for the past 15 years, and instead of improving the power supply or our infrastructures, it is getting worse. So the voters, the people of Nagaland, we have to make a right decision and vote for the candidate who can fulfill his promises and also provide a basic necessities to its citizens. Are the people of Nagaland expected to face this curse till eternity, or the time has come for us to vote for a change? The answer lies with the voters. We are not a second-class citizens. We cannot be treated like this for another 5 years. The government failed to provide us with the basic necessities. We cannot continue to be treated like this in this present generation. So I want to ask the people of Nagaland, the voters, especially the first time voters, the intellectuals, and educated unemployed, to vote for a change. And we can assure you that if voted to power, the Congress party will do what is written in the manifesto. I want everyone to get a copy of our manifesto, go through it, and see the assurance given in the manifesto. And if voted to power, like I said, like I mentioned, we can assure you that we'll provide those if we come to power. Want to ask some few questions to the government. Are our children supposed to study in the dark just because you are inept or clueless? Are our talented and enterprising youngsters supposed to sit at home just because you are corrupt? We all know that they are corrupt. Are our business people and entrepreneurs supposed to spend thousands and lakhs every month for buying diesel just because you can muster enough political will to take the necessary intervention required to solve this issue? Thank you so very much. That's all I have today. If you have any questions, you may kindly ask. I have the data here. It is provided by the Department of Power, Nagaland. I have here.
So can you make a comparison with any other state as to what makes the rate we have here in Nagaland as among the highest in the country? Can you make a comparison with
You go and check the browse in the Google. It is clearly mentioned that Nagaland is one of the highest, has the highest tariff. If you want, I can provide the link later on.
Has the Congress been able to pinpoint the reasons behind the poor condition of electricity in Nagaland?
Lack of interest. They are blaming the consumers for not paying the electricity bills, but the department itself is not collecting properly.
That is not
Meter bin asai, kode jenis ane kode mana nangor se andas para liquid the bill though.
everywhere in the world. Of course, there will be some dues here and there. That is universal. But the way I see it, number one, generation is a must. With I mean, everything in our lives is being run by electricity now. So obviously, the demand will increase every year. But there has been zero addition in generation for so long. That is one. Number two, we have quotas. We have quotas from many generation plants. I don't know what's happening to that also, because when we need it, when we require it, we can see that we are not getting electricity. And number three, see, electricity saved is electricity generation. If you upgrade the system in the distribution lines, if you stop pilferage, if you stop stealing of electricity. That is, I mean, as good as generating electricity because we are saving a lot there. These are not being taken up by the government. Of course, once in a while they'll make some halagola, they'll do some, cosmetic drives and all, but they're not taking this up seriously. So, the 2, 3 areas they have nil performance.
So you have said, I mean, it's the retail rate 4.5 to 7 per kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
Now, have you bothered to ask the department at what rate they are buying from the market, power market?
These uh, these rates are basically they have some clauses of secrecy in the PPAs and all. If you really want to know that, you'll have to file RTIs and all.
So will you file RTI?
No, we will. Why not? And we have filed in the past also, not exactly in this sector.
So when you say that Congress included the bawan, will be able to solve this issue. How are you planning to solving it? I mean, are you going to buy more, or are you going to give more emphasis on green power?
We need more power plants. We have rivers.
As simple as that.
There are lots of pending projects. One example is Tiju River project, hydro project. They are yet to implement that.
There
We have enough rivers. We can.
many feasibility reports has been conducted for many mini hydropower projects all over the state. We all need to ask what has happened with all those feasibility reports because the potential is there. It's just that we are not being able to generate it.